Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Nurat Billow and welcome back to Nurat Billow's vlog. Okay, I'm so excited today because everywhere seems so beautiful this morning. The cold is not that much, and even though we're supposed to be in fall, but eventually we find ourselves in winter, and it hasn't been easy with the past few days, but I'm coping, and since I'm always at home, I don't get to go out much because I'm a nursing mom and blah 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 blah. Let's forget that. So on today's video, I'll be talking about the things that new immigrants must do in their first week in Canada. Okay, before moving forward, I would just like to say a big congratulations to those that have gotten their PPR, and this is your passport request from IRCC. Yeah, this is really, really exciting. I know. Because back home in Nigeria, when I got this, that's when I knew that, yes, the journey has just begun. Because, all those constantly going back to the IRCC online account, trying to refresh to get the latest updates is just mind boggling. But finally, you got this email from IRCC telling you to submit your passport for visa stamping. It's a very, very wonderful feeling. I know that. Trust me. Okay, so after getting the passport request, now it is the time to start packing, to start shopping, to start watching vlogs like this one, trying to know what to buy and what not. And also, I need you to relax because there are some things you need to do immediately you get to Canada, so that this can help you settle in on time and this can help you find your footings. So this is what this video is all about. So I need you to sit back and relax and follow me all through this video, and I promise to make it worth your while. So if you are my new viewers, let's say you're new on my channel, thank you so much for clicking on this video. It means a lot to me. I need you to, you know, click on that subscribe button and help grow my community. And also, do not forget to turn on the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I post a new video. And to my oldies, my returning subscribers, I cannot, words cannot explain how I treasure you guys. I love you guys, and thank you so much for always showing your support. It means a lot to me. Now, without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Okay, so one of the first things that you need to do when you get to Canada is get your social insurance number, which is the SIN. So this SIN is similar to social security number that we have in the United States, and is a 9-digit number that will help you to do a lot of things when you are in Canada. Okay, let's say for example, you want to register for health card, or you want to open a bank account, or even when you get a job, your employer is going to request for these social insurance number. It is so important that you get this. And how to get it? So what you have to do is, as soon as you land in Canada, maybe the next day, just jet lagged, you relax, and then the next day you go to Service Canada that is very close to you. Just Google it, and you're gonna have options, and then you choose the one that is close to you. Just walk in person, or you can either stay at home and do it by online. But I would actually advise that you go in person, because this will actually take few minutes, let's say 2 hours max for you to get to your social insurance number, depending on the queue you meet there. So it is so easy. All you have to do is, if you are a permanent resident, like you coming to Canada as a permanent resident, what you have to go with is the original copy of your ECOPR, and this is a electronic confirmation of permanent residence. So it's a document that's allow the official that will be attending to you at the Canada service, your status in Canada. So once you submit this, that is all. And then also you can go with your international passport just to confirm your further identity. So that is very, very important. As a PR, that's where you go with. And if you're a student, you go with your student permit that is given to you at the point of entry by the immigration officer. You go with that to the Canada service for your SIN. And if you're here on work permit, you go with your work permit documents for you to register or to get your SIN, and that's it. It's so simple. So this is one thing that is very, very important that you have to do as soon as you get to Canada. And the next thing that you need to do as soon as you get to Canada, like in your first week, you don't have to rush. You just take your time, take it one day at a time. Maybe today you can get your SIN, and the next day you can go for your bank opening. But things are pretty very fast in this country. So I'll say if you can do if you can do like two in a day, go for it. It's not like you're gonna be getting busy immediately, just take your time and use your 1 week settlement to get all of this document. Trust me, you would appreciate that. You're giving it all the stress that you have to give it in your first week, and then you're free and good to go. So the second thing that you need to do is to open a bank account. Open a Canadian bank account. Okay, so banking in Canada is very convenient, even if you don't have a job or a permanent home address, or even if you don't have any money to put in it. All you need to do is to go to a bank in person and go with your personal identification document like your international passport. Then the bank officials will put you through the process of opening a personal bank account. There are many types of personal bank account that are available, and the officials are going to give you all these options for you to choose for. So my advice is that you choose the one that suits you. More so, many banks in Canada have services that are specifically designed for newcomers. So this is one thing that you should look into as well. And lastly, be sure to get a credit card as soon as possible, because Canada is a credit system country, and it's very important that you get your credit card and use this to shop or buy different kind of things, groceries or whatever it is you want to buy, and over time you pay it back because you need to build your credit score. I'm gonna make a video on how to build a credit score, and that's it. Now, this leaves us to the next point. Okay, the next thing you need to do in your first week in Canada is to register for health card. So health card is what you will need to access free medical health in Canada, and it's important that you register for this as soon as you land in Canada. Okay, so reason is because it can take up to 3 months before it can be processed and before you receive your health card. So all you have to do is register with the government health insurance in the province that you are. So after registering with the government health insurance in your province, all you have to do is wait for it to be sent to you. But if you cannot wait and you need medical care as soon as possible, you can easily buy private health insurance to cover your need, depending on the time you're waiting. So some Canadian employers also offer extended health insurance coverage for their employees, and this can only apply to you if you're working. So be sure to register with the government insurance health program in your province immediately you land. And this brings us to the next point, which is sign up with a family doctor. Okay, so if eventually you get your health card, it is very, very important for you to sign up with a family doctor. In Canada, there are lots of walking clinics, hospitals in the neighborhood that can easily go and access medical health, but it is very important for you to have a family doctor that can understand your history, your health history, your background, and your current situation. So in this case, all you have to do is go online and search for the closest clinics around you, and then hopefully you get one. And then what you have to do, go on the website of the particular one that is close to you and ensure that you go on a particular tab saying the doctors that are taking patients currently. So after that, you get names of doctors and try to check the reviews, because there are usually reviews on doctors that are here. And if the review suits you, you can decide to make that doctor your family doctor. And the first time of you going to see the doctor is going to be meet and greet. And mind you, before going to see doctor in Canada, you need to call to book an appointment. You cannot, yeah, you can actually walk in, but being a meet and greet for the first time, you need to book an appointment so your doctor can be available to take you and assess your health. You'll be asked a series of questions relating to your health, your background, and all of this information is going to be documented and keep in the doctor's computer. Next thing you need to do in your first week in Canada is get accommodation. In fact, this should top the list because a place of abode is very, very important and it cannot be underrated. You will need a place to live in Canada, and it is very, very important that you book yourself a temporary accommodation before you even arrive in Canada. There are hotels and hostels or even Airbnb that are great options for short-term housing, and you can easily do this online before even leaving your country. And once you settle and know more about the environment that you're going to live, you can start looking for a more permanent solution. Okay, guys, one thing to know is that oftentimes Canadian landlords give priorities to Canadians or resident that has credits good credit history, and also that has local reference, like someone, they know someone, something like that. They give people like that a high priority in giving out their rental apartment to them. But this can put you at a great disadvantage because you're new and you don't even know anybody, or you don't even have, you're just starting to build your credit history. So this will leave you wanting. And what you can do if you come across this kind of a landlord is for you to keep trying until you get a very good landlord that can offer you an accommodation, knowing that you're new in Canada. If you're enjoying this video, give it a thumbs up, a very big one that. And also do subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I post a new video. Thank you. The next thing you would do, or you should do when you land in Canada, like in your first week in Canada, is to get yourself a Canadian mobile number. It's very important that you get yourself a Canadian SIM card as soon as you land in Canada, because you do not want to be roaming on your local number, and this is going to put a lot of financial strain on your pocket. There are lots of phone plans that are available for you to choose from, and they are within your pockets. Every province in Canada has their own local telecommunication that are very reliable and also very affordable. Take for example, here in Saskatchewan we have Saxtel, and this is Saskatchewan Telecommunication. They have different packages of data that you can sign up for, and these depend on how much data that you use. Okay guys, so having your new Canadian mobile number will allow you to explore your new surroundings with the local data plan that you have. And you can also find your way around by using the Google Map very easily too. Now to wrap this up, the faster you get yourself a Canadian mobile number, the more easily to make it for you to avoid your costly roaming data plan from your own provider. Now, the last thing for you to do in your first week when you land in Canada is to connect with your community. Okay, guys, it is very important to do this because moving to a new place can be really scary, especially if you don't know anybody in your new community. It is important that you start to connect with people and make new friends. And guess what? Making new friends will not only make you feel at home, it will also help you build your professional networks, and this can eventually help you get a job and settle in quickly in Canada. There are lots of immigrant serving organizations here in Canada that help to connect newcomers with the immigrant that are already living here, or even with Canadians, and this can be very helpful. Like for example, here in Saskatchewan, there is Open Door Society. There are branches in Regina and in Saskatoon. Okay, so this Open Door Society help immigrants to settle in quickly into their new country or their new community. And also, it is the best way to get introduced into the country because they have lots of programs that they run weekly or even bi-weekly sometimes, just to help immigrants understand how it works here, how you can get job. And also they invite some organization to come over and give talks on what you expect in Canada. So it is a very good way for you to settle in quickly. Another thing that you can do to get settled in quickly and also to learn more about your new community is to volunteer in some local organization or centers or even schools. Especially, there are so many charitable organizations that you can go just to volunteer to get to know people in your immediate community. And trust me, this will really go a long way in helping you settle in and understanding your new surroundings. Now this marked the end of this video, and before you go, I would like to give you a tip. Okay, so new immigrants are fond of converting Canadian dollar to the currency they spend at home. Take for instance, I come from Nigeria, and sometimes when I came here newly, I was fond of converting Canadian monies to naira, and it gives me a lot of fear that this is how much I get to spend on this particular thing I want to buy. Take for instance, I want to buy milk, or I want to buy maybe groceries, and at the end of the day I just realized, converting Canadian dollars to naira, it will blow your mind away. So I would say that do not do this. It's really wrong, because you're in a new country and you earn in dollars, and you're going to be spending in dollars too. You're not spending naira again. So avoid converting money. It is really not a good way to start. Sometimes you want to go and make your hair, maybe cornrows, all back, and that's all. And then they tell you to bring $40. Converting $40 to naira, you'll be seeing like 32, 35,000 just to make cornrow. Now you make 500 naira in Nigeria. So Don't do that. Avoid converting money. This will give you a rest of mind, and you know that you're going to be earning in dollars, so you are spending in dollars, and that's it. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel. All road to 1,000 subscribers now. Yeah, and please always ensure that you share my video to those that you feel they will, they need some information pertaining to this. And I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day. Bye.